Teacher talking sports, what it does, what it do, how we living. Let's continue our series of NFL Mount Rushmores. We've done 18 teams. This will be the 19th, going in alphabetical order. Today is the Los Angeles Rams. Now, the Los Angeles Rams have been a franchise since 1937. They were known as the Cleveland Rams from 37 to 45, the Los Angeles Rams from 1946 until 1994, the St. Louis Rams 1995 to 2015, and again the Los Angeles Rams since 2016. The team has won two Super Bowls in the 1999 and 2021 seasons, made the Super Bowl 5 times, were NFL champions in 1945 and 1951. In these honorable mentions, in these Mount Rushmores, I attempt to name the 4 best players in franchise history. As always, I will have a bunch of honorable mentions at the end. A lot of tough, difficult decisions. I actually changed someone from what I originally had. We'll get into that. Let me know in the comments who you would include, as these are subjective lists, and don't forget to subscribe. Put a lot of work into these. Let's get started. Players are named in alphabetical name order by last name. They are not ranked. Let's start with Aaron Donald. Could have been the Super Bowl MVP. Few weeks ago. Was given the Cooper Cup, but Aaron Donald has been a dominant player since being drafted 13th overall in the 2014 NFL Draft. He has been named to the Pro Bowl in all 8 of his seasons. Was Defensive Rookie of the Year in 2014. Has been named a first-team All-Pro in each of his last 7 seasons. Defensive Player of the Year 2017, 2018, 2020. Has also finished second, third, fourth, and fifth in the voting. Aaron Donald has been just a wrecking force against opposing running backs and quarterbacks. Has 98 sacks already in his first 8 seasons. Led the league with 20 and a half. In 2018, has 6 seasons with at least 11 sacks from the defensive tackle position. Absolutely incredible. Aaron Donald, listed at 6'1", 280 pounds, was a member of the Hall of Fame All 2010s team. Just an absolute unstoppable player, arguably the best player in the NFL, regardless of position, for maybe the past half decade at least. And his career is still going. He is just 30 years old, will be turning 31 on May 23rd. Next, we got Marshall Faulk, a guy I originally didn't have on my Mount Rushmore, but I wanted to include from on some, excuse me, from that 1999 Super Bowl team, and he definitely deserves to be on. Faulk was taken second overall in 1994 NFL Draft by the Colts, where he played 5 seasons, then moved on to the Rams, where he played from 1999 to 2005, so 7 seasons. First ballot Hall of Famer in 2011. Made the Pro Bowl each of his first 4 seasons with the Rams. 3 times in a row. His first 3 seasons was a first-team All-Pro. Each of those 3 seasons, he was the Offensive Player of the Year, and in 2000 was the league's MVP. Altogether, with the Rams in his 7 seasons, rushed for 6,959 yards and 58 touchdowns, while also grabbing 470 receptions, 4,071 yards, and 27 touchdowns in his in his 3 Offensive Player of the Year seasons from 99 to 2001. He combined to rush for 4,122 yards and 37 touchdowns, while adding 251 receptions for 22 scores. In 1999, his first season with the Rams, he became the second player other than Roger Craig to have 1,000 yards rushing and 1,000 yards receiving. Third, we got Deacon Jones. Deacon Jones was taken in the 14th round, 186th overall by the Rams in the 1961 NFL Draft. Played his first 11 seasons with the Rams, was a 7-time Pro Bowler with the team, 7 straight seasons from 1964 until 1970, and made 5 straight first team All Pros from 1965 to 1969. He was a member of the Hall of Fame All 1960s team and was also named to the um, NFL's 100th anniversary team. While sacks were not an official stat in his playing time, Pro Football Reference credits him for 159 and a half sacks in his 11 seasons with the team, 5 seasons where he led the league, 2 seasons with 22 sacks, 1 season with 21 and a half sacks. So definitely one of the elite pass rushers the game has ever seen. Deacon Jones just terrorized opposing quarterbacks. I'm sure Johnny Unitas in that picture there. Uh, couldn't wait to try to avoid the pressure of Deacon Jones after throwing the ball. Definitely well-deserved spot in this Mount Rushmore. And let's end with Merlin Olsen. Merlin Olsen unfortunately passed away in 2010 at the age of 69. Was taken by the Rams 3rd overall in the 1962 NFL Draft. Ended up playing his whole 15-year career with the Rams in his last 14 seasons. Did not miss a single game for the team, starting every one. Um, was a member of 14 straight Pro Bowls. His first 14 seasons, he was named to the Pro Bowl, and for 5 straight seasons from 1966 to 1970 was a first team All Pro. Just like Deacon Jones was named to the NFL's 100th anniversary team, was a member of the Hall of Fame All 1960 and All 1970s team for his career. Again, sacks were not an official stat, but as a defensive tackle, finished with 91 sacks, 2 seasons in which he reached double figures, had an interception returned for a touchdown in his career. Merlin Olsen, one of the all-time leaders in most Pro Bowl appearances, someone the Rams can rely on to play every single game. Just a well-deserved spot in this Mount Rushmore. 2 top 10 MVP finishes as well in the 1970s. Merlin Olsen, the 4th member of the Rams Mount Rushmore. Again, in alphabetical order by last name, we got Aaron Donald, Marshall Faulk, Deacon Jones, and Merlin Olsen. As always, let's include a bunch of honorable mentions. Now, the guy I originally had on but took off for Marshall Faulk, Jack Youngblood. If you want to include him, I definitely understand. Another guy that was tough to leave off was Eric Dickerson, who was so dominant with the team but just didn't have that longevity with the Rams franchise. Other guys, Kurt Warner, Orlando Pace, Tom Mack, Jackie Slater, Torrey Holt, Isaac Bruce, Bob Waterfield, Eddie Meter, Roman Gabriel, Norm Van Brocklin, Steven Jackson, Lauren McCutcheon, Todd Gurley, Henry Ellard, Elroy, Crazy Legs Hirsch, Cooper Kupp, maybe eventually can be on the Mount Rushmore, Tom Fears, and Kevin Green. So there you have it. 19 teams done, 13 teams remaining in my NFL Mount Rushmore series. Hope you've been enjoying them. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe. Doing them daily until I'm done. So tomorrow will be the Miami Dolphins. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.